I have a lot of faith in myself. This video is sponsored by Skillshare. I think we can all safely say that spring has sprung, and I have just been in the mood to make something and find the right thing at the thrift store to upcycle into something super fun and springy. I found the perfect thing for this. Behind me is the most beautiful sheer lavender curtain I found at the thrift store. I got it for $4 and it's perfect. It's so much fabric and I just want to like get super creative with this upcycle and do something kind of like street style. I've been seeing some really fun sheer tops on Pinterest and I want to try draping today. I've never done any draping. Like I don't even barely know what that means, but I want to do it to get some kind of interest in this top. So anyway, let's get started. Okay, I don't really know how to start, so I'm just gonna start draping, and there's no rhyme or reason to how I'm doing this because I've never done this before. So yeah, that's what I did. I just tried to randomly start draping on my dress form here, and kind of liked where this was going, but then I didn't. So no, I didn't use this design, and I'm sorry, that's 12 seconds of your life that you'll never get back. So I just started pleating kind of just straight across like the upper bust area, and this is how that turned out. So my idea here was to do, I'm sure you've seen it everywhere by now, Cecily, that dress that Ariana wore to Jimmy Fallon that one time, but in top form and with these kind of like pleats on the front, basically like making it like right under the bust, super full and like as full-bodied as possible. So I looked it up how I might do that. It's basically just a circle skirt, just, you know, hiked up to under the bust here. I have many questions and worries about this, but my main question is, should I use elastic around the top of the bust and right below the bust? I just don't know. I'm really trying to figure this out with like no plan, and it's really proving to be very hard. Day two. I think that I have a much better idea of kind of how to make this top. At least I'm hoping so. I have a lot of faith in myself. I think I'm just gonna like, oh my gosh, there's just like so much to think about with this. I'm really trying to think through like every single step so that I don't just like ruin the whole thing. You get it. I'm just gonna lay it down on the ground and just start from there. Okay, a little bit of a mess, but I'm okay. So I measured from under my armpits, like right across the top of my bust, and that was the measurement that I used to cut out some elastic so that I could get those pleats and ruffles. So basically I just cut out like a strip of my fabric and sewed that onto the top. Yeah, basically stretching the elastic and sewing it on there gave me those pleats that I wanted, and then I ironed those down. Okay, so this is what this ended up looking like. I definitely cut it way too long, but not mad at how this looks. I think this part looks good. I definitely have just about zero plan going forward, so I don't really know what to do now. Like I think I'm going to just make the like circle skirt part of the top. How I will connect them, I don't know. Will it work and look good? I don't know. So as per usual, I used a circle skirt calculator online to get my measurements, and it was as simple as that. Just cut out the circle skirt, and I actually decided to double it up. So I just used my first circle skirt piece to cut out another layer of this fabric. Oh my gosh. It's looking like what I was talking about, I think, which is great. The idea is forming. Now I just don't know how to stitch these two together because, okay, here's my problem. Okay, so my goal is to get this part to lay flat and to not be all poofy like this when it's all said and done. Do you get what I mean? So I don't know how to like, I mean, I guess I do know how. I think I need to just, these are all ironed down. So I think I just need to like stitch all of the pleats down. right? And then just make sure that it fits me, and then we'll be good. And then I can sew the skirt part on. That should work. I think that I'm gonna try to use a rolled hem foot for the bottom of this hem here on the skirt. I'm very scared. We're just gonna try it. We're gonna try it and just hope that it works out. Oh, hi. So yeah, I gave up immediately.
Great job.
So I'm just gonna search the bottom and we'll go from there. Okay, don't judge me. You know what, this might be a good time to talk about today's sponsor. Don't give up. Get Skillshare. It's an online creative platform that will teach you lots of new things that you didn't know before. Classes like just generally learning how to sew. I need that. There's classes that even give you a free pattern with the class, score. There's a class called Productivity for Creatives. I didn't give up. I'm right here, I'm doing my video, I'm being productive. That's a win for me. But in all seriousness, this class is super great. It's really helped me a lot in being creative and like organizing my day and my schedule and stuff. I'm sure you already know, there are no ads, they're always launching new classes, and with the annual membership, it's only $10 a month. And if you want to try out the premium membership, you can click the link below. The first 1,000 people that click the link will get the free trial. Back to whatever I was doing. Okay, so we got this baby all hemmed up. She actually looks really good, okay? I'm just gonna say it. Turned out fine. Now we have to decide, do we want sleeves? Do we even want them? And we have to figure out the back closures, which, I don't know, I'm just really not looking forward to that. But okay, let's decide on the sleeves. There's just so many different sleeves that I could do on this. Like, do we go off the shoulder drama? Do I go like detached completely so I can wear it sleeveless and with sleeves? Do I connect the sleeves? Do I do like a box, whatever you call that? Like a square neckline with poofy sleeves? Oh my God, I just don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, so stressed. I'm having a stroke, hold on. Alright, it is decided I am going with the puff sleeve. I said that I was really just gonna go all out with this cutesy design, so that's what I have to do. So I'm gonna be using elastic for this, and I don't know how I'm gonna do it, so stay tuned.
Oh hey, so yes, the sleeves. So honestly, I pretty like haphazardly slapped these together, but basically what I did was cut out a strip of my fabric. It was about like 9 inches long, and then I measured elastic around the top of my shoulder because I wanted it to be scrunchy and poofy, and then I stitched that onto the top of the sleeve, and then I measured elastic around my arm, and then stitched that onto the bottom of my sleeve, and then stitched the sleeve on the top. And for the closures in the back, I decided just to stitch on like 2 little strings so I could tie bows, and I just cut out little strips of my fabric, folded that in twice to itself so there would be no raw edges, and then stitch that down and stitch those to the back of my top. And here's how it turned out.
So in my mind I whisper ciao, and I take myself to Tuscany, Italy, riding on a Vespa in a sunflower field. Yeah, warm wind blowing and birds are singing in cypress trees. Tuscany, Italy, eating carbonara and reading Machiavelli. While the world ends, that's where I will be. Go back to my room, I pick up the laptop to join a work call. I don't think Karen knows that she's wearing her sweatshirt inside out. Oh, water on my plane.
I truly just feel like someone's fairy godmother right now. Like, oh my gosh, I love this top. It feels so girly, so springy with the lavender color. This was kind of touch and go, this video. You know, it was really lost like 90% of the time, but I hope that you enjoyed watching, maybe got something out of it, I don't know. Check my Instagram, I will be styling this in different ways with other thrifted, upcycled things that I have if you want to check that out. But thanks so much for watching, I really appreciate it, and I hope to see you in my next video.